Hi, welcome to the Cafe Bean Counter Knits podcast. I'm Jessica and I live in Phoenix, Arizona with my brother and my husband. And it's kind of like cloudy today, so you may see some intermittent light. And I'm in a new spot because I decided not to sit on the floor today in front of my yarn because I'm a little sore today. But anyway, I have a fun episode. This is episode 9. Hey. And I'm wearing a Knitrovert t-shirt that I got from the Nitty Natty Spreadshirt shop. I'm not sure if she has those, but if she still has those, go ahead and go check those out. But I have for you guys 6. Or as my niece used to say, 6 finished objects for you. So, 2 of them I do not have because they were gifted. And the first one is a coffee cozy. So what I did for this is, so the first one was called Coffee Sleeve, and it was by Erin Slonacker. I may be pronouncing that wrong, so I sincerely apologize. And then the Cabled Coffee by Nicole Matson. So what I did is I took the pattern and the cast on amount from the Cabled Coffee sleeve and applied, no. Let me start that again. I took the cast on amount from the Cabled Coffee sleeve, but I took the pattern from the Erin Slowanker. Sorry. Anyway, right here is going to be a picture of the coffee sleeve. I made that for a coworker for her birthday, and she thoroughly enjoyed it. And I used Knit Picks, Hawthorne, and I don't remember the colorway name offhand. It was scraps from socks that I did back during summer sock camp. Yarn that was gifted from my friend Veronica. Okay, next finished object is I made a scrunchie. I was kind of enabled by Heidi and Lana and Molly from the Homespun House. They were making all kinds of scrunchies, and I was like, ooh, I want to make some. So I still had yarn left over from the Knit Picks Hawthorne, so I decided that I would make a scrunchie. So the pattern is by Spruce by Heidi and Lana. There's gonna be a picture right here, and it's from the same. It's for the same coworker. So she got both the coffee sleeve and the scrunchie for her birthday. I knit the coffee cozy on Super Bowl Sunday. And then in the evening, I started the scrunchie, and then Monday night after work, I finished the scrunchie. It was a super quick knit. So, those are the 2 finished objects that I don't have here, but I have the other 4. So, I will go kind of smallest to biggest. The next one is a yarn cozy, and this is Yarn Cozy Light by Natalie of Nitty Natty, the Love and Stitches podcast. And this is one of the minis from the Rudolph and Friends Advent calendar that I got back in December. So this is just a 3x1 ribbed. And I just followed the pattern, and I had extras left over. So yeah, this is done. This didn't take very long at all. I kind of cast it on. I don't remember when I cast it on, but then I kind of like took my time, and then I just needed some vanilla knitting one day, and I just kind of just started going to town, and then I'm like, I'm going to finish this, so I finished it. Okay, next finished object are, so let me do them in the order I finished them. Let me put these bad boys on sock blockers because yes, they are socks. So you can see how beautiful these socks are because these are for me and I love them. Look at these. These are my February Desert Vista Dye Works socks. And I think I did 15 or 16 rounds of the cuff. And then this pattern is called the Kaye Cables by All Knit Up Designs. And so I did this along the top of the foot. I think I ended up with 3.5 inches, which I just met the quota for making these socks. So this is 3.5 inches. This colorway is called Retro Aluminum Christmas Tree by Desert Vista Dye Works. And I did 64 stitches. I did a shadow wrap heel, rounded toe, and it just so happened to be that I ended on the blue, and the next color after the blue, oh yeah, I ended on the blue, and then I started these with started the second one because I only used a little bit of the blue, so I was able to start the second one in the exact same spot. So they do match. It was unintentional, it just happened to be that way. So that is finished object number, so 1, 2, 3, 4, finished object number 4. It feels like I've been a busy bee, but a lot of these have been on the needles since the beginning of the month. So cast those on the 21st. And then I got them finished. I think I finished those on Friday. Yes. Then I finished these yesterday. Look how good these are. So this is Night Owl Fibers in the colorway Wicked Beetlejuice, and these are for my friend Kim. The pattern that I did on these is the Mahogany Run by Crazy Sock Lady. I did a heel flap and gusset. I know I was saying last time I couldn't remember, but hey, I got it. I didn't have to look up the instructions. So I ended the first sock on this purple here. And so since the next color in the sequence was going to be this dark gray, I started it with gray, but somehow, I don't know if there was like an extra row somewhere because it's an 8-row repeat, I ended with the green here, so almost matched. I want to say maybe I was off by like a row or two, but it was very, very close. It was unintentional matching also because I asked her, do you want these to match? And it just happened to be unintentional that I ended up down here, and then by the time I cast on, I ended up on this color. So I finished these yesterday. I worked on these like exclusively all day. I was on, I think on Friday night after I finished my Desert Vista Dye Works socks, I was on the gusset decreases. So I did the gusset decreases the whole entire foot and the toe yesterday. Go me. I'm very excited to get these off the needles. So yay! And these are going to get washed and blocked and sent off to my friend Kim. She's going to be so excited to have these. Okay, my last finished object, and it's a big one. It is my habitation throw. After the last time I podcasted, I decided that I was getting so close, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to just focus and finish it. So I did. I think I finished it Saturday? Either Saturday or Super Bowl Sunday. Last Saturday or last Sunday, I can't remember. But here it is. I'm going to try to hold it all up. So here's where I started. And there's where I ended on the nice deep purple violet color. This is beautiful, and it's very nice, like throw blanket. I could put it up here, and it comes past my knees when I pull it up here. Excuse me. But yeah, it's so nice. And it's done, and it's cozy. Oh, I just love this so much. This was such a joy to knit. I would totally knit another one. I think I weighed it, and it's like 205 grams, I think, total, when I weighed it. So yeah, this is done. I think I started this in December. So very, very, very excited to have one of my huge projects off the needles. So I'm working on a couple other ones, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I can finish another one by the next time I podcast. No promises, but we'll see. Okay. Works in progress. It's in a bag from Happy Little Yarn, Amy. And this is my Whitby bag by Wool & Pine Design. And I was right here last time I podcasted, so I did about a little over 1.5 inches. So we're looking at about 12 inches right here. Got about 4 more to go. Gonna try to get this done. The yarn, if this is your first time checking me out, the yarn is Radiant Cotton, and it's 100% Egyptian cotton in the colorway Steel Gray. Picked this up at Isabel's Parlor in Wickenburg, Arizona. And I just started my second cake. So working through that one right now. This is going to be my now priority knitting, but with a clause. Like, I don't want to try to hurt my hand. I'm going to try to do 30 to 45 minutes every day and try to knock out at least a few rows on this to try to get this done. Because I would love to have it done by the end of the month, which we have. So today's Sunday, the 19th of February. So I'm hoping by the end of the month I can get this off my needles. That would be very exciting. So another work in progress is in a bag by Daisy Girl & Company. It's a coffee bag, of course. Now this, I just kind of cast this on and just kind of set it aside so I would have some kind of vanilla easy knitting and nothing with like a complicated pattern, because the Desert Vista Dye Works socks were pretty easy because it was a 4-row repeat, but the socks that I made for my friend Kim, the Night Owl fiber socks, that was an 8-row repeat, and I needed the pattern sometimes until the end, until I had it almost memorized. But I cast on, and it's barely it's in the baby stages. I cast on Freckled Whimsy in the colorway Love You, Mean It, and this is the January 2023 Yarn of the Month Club. This is a 75-25, 400 grams, and let me show you the cake. There's the cake, and it came with a mini. I used some of the minis, so that's why it's a little crazy. But yeah, I did the mini at the bottom. I started the mini here, and then I started the pink and all on white. So yeah, these are kind of Valentine's Day, and I just thought, I just love the colors, and I thought I would just cast these on and have some extra knitting in case I needed to go somewhere or wasn't feeling like concentrating that much. All right. Next up, in a bag from Stitching Plaza, coffee bag, is my Cozy Comfort Throw. I haven't done a whole lot of work on this. I'm not sure where I was last time we podcasted. I haven't given this much love. I was super focused on finishing the socks, finishing the habitation throw, and then I was making those birthday gifts for a coworker. But now I'm gonna try to pick this up and put it in my rotation. So here's where we are. This is 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'm on color 11. This is the Cozy Comfort Throw by Homespun House, and I'm using the Moonglow Yarn Co. Rainbow Advent. So my goal is to finish this hopefully in March before it starts getting warm. It's been very chilly over here. Not to segue, but we did have like really bad storms that came in. We had hail, we had thunder, we had wind. It was crazy. The mountains got snow. So thankfully we're like 1,000 above sea level, and so we do not usually get snow, but they were calling for snow for anything 2,500 feet above sea level, so which is not very far. It's probably like 45 minutes away from here north. So that's another whip. And then the last thing is a scrappy project that I've been working on. I actually gave it some love today, being as it is Sunday. And I have a goal of trying to do 5 squares a month. I'm not trying to stress myself out, but yeah. I ended up doing 2 this morning. So I did this one, and I did this one, and this one is the leftover, part of the leftover yarn from this. So I have those 2, and then I did this one over here, which is the confetti from the Zebra Yarns Advent calendar that I did. I have been weaving my ends in. These are just ends from the top and the bottom, but anytime that I join a square here, I will, excuse me, you can see the back here. These are just from the sides. I've woven in all the ends on the middle. So yeah, this has been fun. This is addictive. I love doing this. Okay, that is all of my finished objects. Let me see. Oh, yes, that is all my finished objects, and I have one acquisition because I haven't really been buying any yarn. I've been very good. I've been trying really, really hard to use my stash because I have a lot of beautiful yarn in my stash. So, Stitching Plaza is doing a Where I Knit 2023 hashtag where you take a picture of the bag and the project that you're working on, and you may be, you know, at the office, in the car, at the beach, at a restaurant. So she's doing that, and I happen to be the winner of January. So I got a $10 gift, or $10 off of any purchase from her. So I picked out this bag. Isn't that pretty? I love the pink here, and then it's got the moon and the stars, or sun, not stars, but these are stars right here. And then I asked for a matching Notions pouch, and look at this. This is gonna be all wacky with the matching fabric. So I think that is all that I have. A lot of finished objects, a few whips. I do have another whip that I haven't touched, which is my cardigan, but that is going to get picked up, I promise. I would love to finish that. I think that's all that I have for you today. I hope everybody has a wonderful night, morning, day, whenever you may be watching it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!